Kick it.
And welcome, everyone, to Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante, coming to you from our Orlando Magic studios. And we are pleased to have Magic point guard Jason Williams here on the set. And this is your first time being on this show. Do you know anything about it, and what do you feel? Are you ready to go?
I was asking a couple guys some questions before I came in, but yeah, I'm ready to go.
What were the answers that they gave back?
They said it's going to be fun, laid back, just like you guys told me.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I wasn't lying.
No, I'm glad you weren't.
I try to be a straight shooter.
I
They
appreciate
lied,
it.
because
Okay.
this is going to be some hard, in-depth questions.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're
Yeah,
trying to
really-
get an Emmy out of this.
Really
yeah.
tough.
All right, well, first of all, we just want to officially, I know it's now game, 78, but
Right.
on this show, welcome you to the team. And just talk about what it's like playing here in Orlando. I mean, I know you lived here, you have roots here, so just being here now in Orlando.
It's a lot more fun than I thought. You know, there's so much talent on this team. My job as a point guard is really, really simple, I would say. But I see it as a chance to win a championship, and that was my main focus in signing with any team this past season. So I'm glad to be here.
And what about your teammates? What about Dwight, Rashard, the guys that have been here, and even the new guys that came in when you came in? Talk about your relationship with them.
I'm sort of a shy guy until you really get to know me. But
Right.
once you get to know me, you'll forget about me being shy. I'm sure really fast. But those guys have been great. You know, they're great teammates off the floor, and I think the better we get along off the floor, it carries on to the floor.
So fans that don't get to see you and don't know you, that would be the way you'd describe it. You're shy until they get to know you.
Correct. You know, I'm sure people think I'm a jerk, people that really don't know me, but once you get to know me, you'll be fine.
He thought you were a jerk before you
That's
walked
all.
in the door.
That's all George was saying. Like, listen, this guy's a jerk.
I'm
you know,
sure,
so-
I'm sure.
No. But you've already contributed so much more than Galante to this team this year, to everything that we do around here, and especially on the floor. Why don't you take a look at the monitor, one of your best clips from this season, and then afterwards take us through this play. I mean, this was great to watch. This was a lot of fun.
Jay Will, three-point shot to close out the third quarter. Punctuation mark. The Gator, little growl there, knocks down the triple, 81-65. A steal by Barnes, back to Williams. He'll put it up and in. What a player. They steal it. I think you'll give Barnes the steal. He got it back to Jay Will. Another three in a Magic lead by
How about that? You just turned and wheeled and fired it up there.
That was a lot of luck, you know. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Now 6 points in 5 seconds. Can't you keep that ratio up for the whole year?
I don't know. I got to throw a turnover in there somewhere.
right.
You got to do that just for good measure. Ryan Anderson said you are the horse champion on the team, so he said that's why he wasn't surprised to see that.
Actually, I got to give credit where credit's due. Marsh is up 2-1 on me and Horse.
Is that right? How is that possible?
Well, he put a new rule in. You can only do one shot. You can only do the shot. You can't do it twice.
Okay.
So, you know, if I get like a left-handed layup or something like that, he's done for. But he put a rule
Talk
in.
about some of the shots though that you pull off in the. Now I've seen you shoot some off the shot clock.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
That's my favorite one. It depends on where the goal is. If the goal's like on the side where the wall is, a little bit
Right.
closer, things can get a little more trickier.
What
But,
do you do off the wall?
Normally just like a behind-the-back pass off the wall from like the foul line. The guys can't even get it to the wall and get it back to themselves. So
Nice.
that's pretty much.
And March is
go-to.
tough. If you're playing March and Horse, because he shoots like this, and that's an awkward motion. So if you got to copy him, isn't that kind of that's an awkward motion?
It
for
is
you?
awkward, but what he goes to his go-to move is like a left-handed jump hook or a right-handed jump hook,
Oh,
which
okay.
I'm not very good at. So he'll get me there.
Does
I
he
got
use
you.
his nose at all?
Sometimes like a seal, he spins it on the nose and pops it in.
That's tough to do. That's tough to do. All right, well, take a look at the monitor because you got new teammates this year, a bunch of new teammates, and I'm sure you're probably curious, what do your teammates think about you? So we caught up with a couple of guys, and here you go. Let's take a look at that page.
Jay Will, man, great guy, great teammate, always willing to do whatever it takes to, make you happy and put you in his good graces. Oh, man, but, he's one of those guys that's going to stab you with a joke behind as soon as you turn your back. So, you just got to, if you can, walk with some hardware on your back. Like the old school, they used to have the shields on the front. You got to have the shield on your back when you're dealing with Jay Will.
Took about maybe a couple weeks for me to realize that he was a straight joker. But like I said, he's a great guy, one of the best teammates I've had, and probably one of the funniest people I've been around.
I would say Jay Will is probably number one guy in the league who
Number one guy.
is the greatest teammate in any possible direction. I'm talking about being a teammate on the floor, being a teammate in the locker room, being a veteran who's going to help you, to do certain things. You can always come and ask questions.
Well, he's one of the best teammates I've had since I've been here. Fun person to be around.
So there you go. So pretty high praise. The guys think highly of you on the team.
Yeah,
so
but really, would they tell the truth if they thought I was just a jerk?
I don't
might.
think so.
They
I don't
might.
well, maybe in this format. This
Yeah.
would be the good format to do that.
Probably not.
I don't know if they have the guts to do it. You know?
Yeah, well, we'll see. Well, one guy did speak up.
Take a look at what Ryan had to say about
Ryan did. Ryan had no problem.
Could I say on camera?
Continue that thought. There's just a lot of
I don't like him. I just don't like him. He jokes too much. I really don't like his hair. Like, what is what is he? I don't get it. I just don't like guys from the Midwest in general. He's from the Midwest, right? Yeah, not at all.
No, that's
Where?
right. West Virginia, right?
But is that considered the Midwest?
I guess some of your teammates would put that there, right?
I'm gonna say it's in the Midwest. I don't care if it's not, because I don't like him. Great family. He's got a great family.
You like the family, then?
I love his family. They're great people, but I mean, he's just not a good person. So that's all I have to say, really.
So apparently you have one really good buddy on the team.
That has to be the lie there. He's definitely lying. It has to be.
Well, there you go. You wondered if someone would have the guts, so there you go.
He had him. He's actually that's one of the guys I spoke to before I came in. I hope he's still here when I leave.
Are you going to get him?
I
Are you
have
going
a
to
word or two. Word or two.
All right, nice.
Well, this is your opportunity. What do you have to say about Ryan Anderson?
Actually, I like Ryan a lot.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. You know, he's so much younger than me. You know, not to mention that he's. I can't say what I really want to say.
We can edit it out.
We can edit it out later.
Put a happy face.
Let's just keep it. He's a good guy.
Yeah, there you
All
go.
right.
Fair enough. We'll read into that. That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before you got here, for fans that don't know, I mean, everybody knows Jay Will, and they know they've been big fans of you starting back in Sacramento in those days. Take us through those days. I mean, what was that like? I mean, I put you on the map. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
It was a lot of fun, and there was really no point guard out there to if I messed up for him to bring in and take me out of the game. So I was kind of just thrown into the fire, and he told me just to go out and have fun. And I think that was the best thing to tell me because I was going to do it regardless.
Right.
Because you didn't need to hear that anyway.
No, I didn't need to hear that. But we had a lot of good guys, kind of like we do here, but we just weren't as deep as we are here, and those guys could really catch the ball and pass the ball too, so it was just a lot of fun.
Well, a guy that couldn't pass the ball is you. You still can. Take a look at some of the
We
some of
dug
your old
this up. You gotta
clips
take a look at this one.
from Sacramento.
You remember this one?
Yeah.
Is that legal?
Definitely not legal today.
No. I mean, that's not even fair to do to somebody right there.
But everybody on that team, though, they were liable to do something like that.
They were. You know, that's a
Yeah.
good point. You had a lot of talented players on that team.
And guys love to pass the ball too.
Who was your motivation? I mean, who did you pick that all up from? I mean, what?
I worked a lot on my own, you know.
Really?
The only really player that I really looked up to when I was growing up was Jason Kidd. The only jersey I owned was the number 5 Dallas Mavericks jersey just because he wore it. But, I mean, I would watch a lot of games. You know, if Pepperdine was playing Gonzaga at 12 o'clock in the night, you know, in the morning I would watch it. So I didn't really have one guy that really inspired me to.
All right, and talk about last year. Sitting out last year, what was that like for you? I mean, what did you miss the most about the game?
I missed, like, getting on the bus, getting on the plane, traveling with the guys. But I had fun, too, you know, taking time off and golfing and spending time with my family and things like that. I miss that now, but like I said, I think having fun with these guys and trying to win another championship is better.
Now, having fun with these guys, you see it from the minute we step off the bus to the minute you guys go home. And one of the ways that the fans can see it is during pregame warm-ups.
First couple of games, JJ was the guy dunking after Dwight, and he would just go up and dunk it, you know, just like a normal little dunk. Probably which he can do a lot better with no one threw him up there.
Right.
So we kind of booted him out of there and try to throw a little flair in there every now and then.
And what's with all the bumping, Jay? What's with all the bumping?
You know, some guys I try to knock down, like Ryan Anderson will definitely be at the top of my list Friday at the game to
Right.
try to knock
Okay.
over with a chest bump. But I don't know. Everybody does something.
All right, well, we got lots more to do here with Jason Williams. Stick around. More Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante.
Coming up next on Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante, Jason spins the wheel of touchy topics. And Overtime fans, visit OrlandoMagicShop.com for the Magic Overtime Special. Get a 15% discount on your entire order. Visit OrlandoMagicShop.com and enter the code DNG.
Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO.
And welcome back, everyone, to Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante and Jason Williams here in our Orlando Magic studios. And I'm sure you're wondering what the heck that thing is under the black tarp between you and Galante. That's what we call our Wheel of Touchy Topics. Wheel of Touchy Topics, which is great, right? You're going to love this. So he'll pull the tarp off. There's going to be a bunch of topics on there. He'll explain what they are. You'll spin it. And whatever it lands on, we have to talk about. We have to talk about it.
I almost just knocked the wheel right off.
Unless you don't want to, and then we won't.
It'd have been good if he knocked the wheel right off.
That'd have been the end of the show.
Then you'd have been all set.
All right, for today's wheel, Jason, we have University of Florida, tattoos, we have Dwight Message, hair, and the media. Are you comfortable spinning the wheel and whatever fate decides?
How hard of a spin do I need?
Just enough for it to go around once. There you go, Price is Right style.
Yeah, there you go.
Where is the wheel going to end up tonight?
Where is the Wheel of Touchy Topics going to land?
Hopefully it just lands right where we need it to, and it does.
Well, that's perfect, and I'm sure you're wondering what that is. Dwight's
Is this a setup like the Price is Right?
A little bit.
It might be.
There's definitely someone behind the wheel. Price is Right.
It might be.
We actually would have just moved it if it didn't land there anyway. That's how that would have went. Take a look at the monitor. We got a message here from Dwight Howard.
I would say on the show, you should have him do some magic tricks with cards and stuff because he's unbelievable. I've never seen nobody do the stuff he's done on the plane with cards. Like, we would sit for a whole 2 hours watching him do card tricks. And he's, like, amazing at it. So he needs to do some magic tricks. Like, if he wasn't playing basketball, he should be in Vegas or somewhere doing card tricks for a living. He'll be great at it.
We don't have 2 hours.
We don't have 2 hours, but on that note,
but I do have a deck of cards. I happen to have a deck of cards.
First of all, if you had 2 hours, we'd be in trouble because these guys are the most easily amused people ever.
Is that right?
I probably have 3 or 4 card tricks maybe
that
I just kept repeating.
So
for
does
2
Dwight
hours.
just keep saying, "Do it again, do it again"?
How'd you do that? How'd you do it?
So you're doing the same ones. Are they thinking
3 or 4, 3 or 4 at the most.
That is beautiful. Did they think they're seeing different ones, or are they all?
No, it's the same stuff.
That's fantastic.
All right. Well,
We'll have to remember that.
Can you show us one?
Put a little pressure on me here, huh?
Yeah,
I know.
mean, if you don't get it right, we can redo it.
You can just edit it right
yeah,
out. Right?
I'm sure they'll
we'll
get
take
it right.
care of that.
Now I watched him do a couple of these for somebody else. It is pretty good.
Okay. All right. Well, good.
Well, let's try this.
All right, I'm gonna pick
Any
a card.
card? Yeah, don't let me entice you.
And this is our deck.
I'm
by
gonna
the way.
take this one. Can I take this
You
one?
take it. Don't let me see it.
All right. Can I let the camera see it?
Of course.
Yep. Let the camera see it.
You got that, Nick? All right, buddy.
Put it right there on top.
Right on top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna shuffle these a little bit.
All right. I hope so, because mine's still on the bottom.
No, it's not on the bottom.
Now let it know that is our deck of cards. He has
Right.
not seen
No,
this
he has not.
beforehand.
We actually just bought these at a local convenience
We
store
sure did.
before we got here.
Is that your card?
No,
You
no,
sure?
that is not my card.
The camera sees it and everything.
You got that? All right.
Okay, I'm gonna put it right here.
Okay.
And I'll put this next one on top.
All right.
Is that it?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Yep. So far, you're not very good at card tricks.
Okay, I'll put it right here. And I'll put this one on top.
Okay.
Is that it?
No.
Sure.
I'm sure.
Sure.
Okay, I'll put it right here. And I'll put this one on top.
One of these times I'm just going to lie and tell you it is.
Is that it?
No.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Okay, I'll put it right here.
Okay.
So this is 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Uh-huh.
Pick 2 numbers.
Tell you out loud?
Yes, sir.
2 and 4.
2 and 4. So I'll take 1 and 3.
Okay.
1 and 2.
2.
Okay, so I'll take 2.
Okay.
What was your card?
My card was the 10 of hearts. That's unbelievable.
That
Show the
is
camera. Show the
unreal.
camera.
Show the camera
That
was
is
the card.
unbelievable.
10 of hearts. You said you might lie to me one time just so.
And I did,
You did lie to me.
unbelievable.
That is impressive. No, we're not lying. That
No,
was the
that
card.
was very good.
That
That
was
was
definitely
very
the
good.
card.
So this is a little. I probably did that trick in that 2-hour span about 45 times.
Wow.
Every time they thought they were seeing a new trick.
Every time.
That
We
is
need to pipe in
fantastic.
some applause.
How did
for
that start? Yeah, how did you
That's
get into
good.
that? How do you know all that stuff?
College days, you know,
Instead-
in between
I was
classes.
going to say, instead of going to class? Okay.
In between.
All
As
right.
soon as you finish your homework, you
Okay.
get right into those.
Right
Okay.
after study hall.
But just one more segment with you. We got an opportunity for fans to call in via Skype, the Geico fan question, and talk directly to Jason Williams. So more Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante in a moment.
Still to come on Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante, Jason connects with the fans in this week's edition of the Geico Fan Questions. And Magic fans, be a part of the inaugural season in the new Amway Center opening this fall. Season tickets for the 2010-11 season are now on sale. Call 866-347-1182 or visit orlandomagic.com to reserve your seats today.
And welcome back to Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante. Jason Williams here in the set. And this is an opportunity now for fans to call in via Skype from a safe distance.
Right.
Our Geico fan question.
That's the most important
and the PR guy likes that. You know,
Yes.
it's from a safe distance. So they're going to call in and talk directly to you. So are you ready?
I was born ready.
You get all kinds of questions from fans, I would think.
I'm sure.
Throughout your whole
yeah,
career.
that'd be great.
Yeah. All right.
Some I like, some I don't.
Yep.
You know?
We'll see if you like this one.
I hope I do.
Here's
There it
Andrew.
is.
Andrew, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How are you, Andrew? What's your question for Jay Will?
Well, I'm wondering, what do you think this team has better than the Miami team that won a championship?
Yeah.
I think we're a lot deeper on this team, 1 through 15, and I also think there's more talent. Obviously, D Wade, you know, he carried us pretty far that year.
Yeah.
But collectively as a unit, I think we're a lot better here.
Let's
All
go
right.
to another fan.
Who else we got hanging on here?
Is that Alex?
Alex. Hey, Alex, how are you?
I am very well. How are you guys?
I'm good. You have your laundry in the back behind you there? Is that what's hanging behind you?
That's my Richard jersey.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Little backdrop.
And your final shirt? Well, you're all decked out, ready to go.
I always am.
What's your always have it? What's your question for Jay Will here?
Yeah, Jason, who is your favorite person in your career to throw alley-oops to?
Ooh.
That's a good question. I mean, depends on the situation and how I'm gonna throw the alley oop. I mean, Dwight, you can just throw it just about anywhere except low,
Right.
and he'll get it. Dwayne Wade was a pretty good one. Chris Webber was a pretty good one. I mean, right now I'm going to say Dwayne Wade.
All right, last caller for you. He is Brandon, I believe. Brandon, how are you? Oh,
Hey man, how you
Hey,
doing?
Brandon, how you doing?
blowing out the hair today, all right?
Well, you know, I like the hood.
Okay, what's your question here for Jay Will?
If it's okay, I'd like to skip the question and go straight to a
He wants to
song.
sing you a song, Jay Will. You
gonna
okay with that?
Get this singing.
Get to sing
It's kind of a rap. I hope that's
All right,
okay.
let's see it, Brandon.
a rap. You still there? Wow.
Here we go. Check it. Jay Willow, what a guy. He's so old that I thought he died, but he just went and he retired. But it turns out that he's just a liar. People, they thought that he had lost it, but I say no. Not like chocolate. The difference between him and Brett Favre is that my boy Jay will still go far, but he's so old. He's so old. But I'm going for the goal. He's so old. And I don't like porridge.
What?
Is that a cow suit? What is wrong
All right,
with you guys?
Thanks, Brandon.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't even know what to say to that.
How do you even follow
That may be Brandon's last call on Magic Overtime with Dante and
What
Galante.
the heck was that?
He left.
First of all, has anyone ever rapped to you?
No, I'll try to get JJ and my best friend Ryan to, but they're always lying to me. They won't do it.
That's not going to happen, is it? They've been teasing this all year.
Ryan might not be able to talk for a while after I leave here.
This is going to be great.
Well, let's let you get to that. Jason, we appreciate it. Thanks for coming by. The door's always open. Come in anytime.
Thanks for having me. I'll come whenever you guys want me to.
Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO.
Welcome back to Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante. It's time now for this week's Magic schedule. The Magic finished the regular season with a game on Monday and the final home game on Wednesday versus the Philadelphia 76ers. Remember, if you can't catch the games live, then you can watch on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida. Not near a TV? Then listen on AM 580 WDBO or in Spanish on La Grande 1030.
And welcome back, everyone, to Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante. And we're joined by Kevin Holden on the set, who is mesmerized by Galante.
This is going to be awesome.
You think you know card tricks now, too?
Kevin, pick a card.
Okay, and show it to the
All
camera.
right,
Hold
show
it up to the camera.
You got one? You got one
Don't
there?
look. Don't look,
let me
George.
see it. Don't let me see it.
Okay.
Don't let me see it. All right.
The records show it's a
Put
5.
Put the 10 of clubs right down here in my hand. All right. All right. Is that your card, Kevin?
That is my card.
I am amazing.
That is unbelievable.
That's great.
I am amazing.
You're a quick study, man.
Thanks.
Did you see Jay Will doing those card tricks? He is 10 times better than that.
Impressive. Well, actually, more than 10. that was impressive, Jay Will.
In a lot of walks of life,
Yeah,
he's much more
that's
talented
true.
than you. All right, Kevin, what have you been up to?
Well, actually, Jay Will was just here, and Vince Carter is another new member of this Magic team. Not so new anymore, heading into the playoffs here. But Vince Carter's done a lot for the Central Florida community, even long before he was a member of this team. And recently, he and some of his Magic comrades returned to Daytona Beach for his annual gala at the Embassy of Hope. Check it out. On Saturday, March 27th, Vince Carter journeyed home to Daytona Beach to continue a tradition that has impacted the Central Florida community for years.
Tonight is our 13th gala. It's the Embassy of Hope Gala that helps raise funds for our foundation that does such good work in our community here in Central Florida.
The Embassy of Hope is a nonprofit organization whose slogan, Believing in Your Dreams, is also a reflection of Vince's perseverance and commitment to the community. Reaching out to those in need is something the 8-time All-Star has valued long before he became Vinsanity.
Before I bought the car and the house and my mama car and whatnot, this is the first thing I started, which is the Embassy of Hope, because there's a lot of kids who are out there who benefit from it. And that's just something that's been near and dear to me since I can remember.
The Embassy of Hope Gala raised money during their live auction and also raised awareness for various foundations, including the Halifax Health Hospice of Volusia Flagler.
This will have a huge impact on our organization in that we have an awful lot of patients and families that don't have any type of revenue source to pay for hospice services. So those folks who need charity care will benefit by an event such as this tonight.
That was a great time out there. You know, the greatest thing about the players going out and doing things is how much the other players show up.
Yeah.
They
I think
support
that's always
each other.
cool
They
to show.
support
Yeah.
each other on and off the
A lot
court.
of support.
Yep.
What's also impressive is you get invited to every gala.
Yes, you
We
do.
do not.
You guys got to learn to dress better.
Yeah,
I think
also
that's
true.
what it is. Get a better tux.
You're right. You're right.
Fair enough. All right. Well, we appreciate it. Great job, Kevin. Good seeing you. Yeah, work on those card tricks. We appreciate it. Thanks again to Jason Williams for coming in studio. Magic Overtime with Dante and Galante. See us on Facebook, Twitter, and magicovertime.com. We'll see you next week.
Oh.